Before we begin, remember that you are amazing. Make sure to stay updated with us, and let's get started. The Moon's Gentle Path. Long ago, in a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, there lived a small child with eyes as bright as the morning star and a heart full of endless curiosity. The child loved to explore. Each day was an adventure, each corner a new discovery. But as the sun dipped below the horizon and the shadows grew long, a shiver of fear would run down the child's spine. The darkness, once a playground for imagination, became a maze of uncertainty, whispering scary stories that made the child's heart pound. Every tree seemed to transform into a lurking monster, every bush into a hiding, unknown creature. The child's laughter would fade, replaced by hushed whispers. "I'm scared. It's too dark." The nights were long, filled with unsettling sounds that echoed in the stillness. The child would cling to their parents, seeking solace in their warm embrace, wishing the night would hurry up and end. One evening, as twilight painted the sky in hues of purple and orange, the child stood at their window, watching the familiar dance of day and night. A deep sigh escaped their lips. As the last sliver of sunlight vanished, fear began to creep in, tightening its icy fingers around the child's heart. The child turned, seeking comfort in their room's familiarity. But even here, the darkness seemed to have crept in, twisting the shapes of furniture and shrouding the walls in eerie shades. The child curled up on their bed, burying their face in their blanket. They wished for the moon to come to chase away the shadows and soothe their racing heart. Suddenly, a gentle tap on the window pane made the child's head shoot up. There, suspended in the velvety night sky, was the moon, its soft glow filling the child's room. It was as if the moon had heard their silent plea, come to their rescue. With a curious tilt of their head, the child watched as the moon seemed to inch closer, its silver light enveloping their room like a comforting hug. Then, as if drawn by an invisible thread, the child found themselves stepping out of their bed and walking towards the window. Each step was hesitant at first, then bolder, their eyes never leaving the moon's mesmerizing glow. The child's bare feet touched the cool grass, and they gasped as if awakened from a dream. Above them, the moon beamed, bathing the world in its gentle silver light. It was as though the moon had woven a path of stardust, guiding the child on this unexpected journey. As the child continued their walk, the night no longer felt dark and scary. The moon's presence had transformed it into a magical wonderland. The child giggled, their earlier fears forgotten, replaced by a sense of wonder. Following the moon's gentle path, the child walked past familiar places that had seemed so daunting in the darkness. The river, which had appeared as a menacing, dark beast, now sparkled like a ribbon of liquid silver under the moonlight. The trees that had loomed like threatening giants now stood as silent, watchful protectors. Each step brought a new surprise. Fireflies blinked their lights on and off like celestial fireflies. Crickets chirped a soothing melody, and the soft rustling of leaves created a symphony of sound that echoed the rhythm of the child's heart. The moon, their constant companion, seemed to smile down, its gentle light chasing away not only the darkness, but also the shadows of fear in the child's heart. After what felt like hours, the child stopped, turning to retrace their steps. But as they did, they realized they didn't recognize the path. The moon, noticing the child's confusion, sent a soft beam of light down, illuminating a nearby tree. Etched into its bark was a swirling pattern that seemed to beckon. Intrigued, the child reached out and traced the pattern. Suddenly, the tree shimmered, revealing a hidden door. With a gentle push, it swung open, inviting the child inside. Hesitantly, the child stepped through the doorway, finding themselves in a place unlike any they had ever seen before. The air hummed with magic, and the scent of wildflowers hung heavy. The child gasped, their eyes wide with wonder. Before them stretched a path made of shimmering moonlight. At its end, the moon, now closer than ever, beckoned with an ethereal glow. Drawn by an invisible force, the child started down the path. As they walked, the moon seemed to speak, its voice as soft and soothing as the rustling of leaves. "Little one, why do you seek me in the darkness?" The child stopped, turning to answer, but no sound came out. The moon waited patiently, its light embracing the child. Finally, in a small voice, the child whispered, "I'm scared of the dark." The moon's glow seemed to intensify, enveloping the child in a warm, comforting light. "Do you think the darkness is empty?" the moon asked softly. The child shook their head, realizing how foolish their fear had been. The darkness wasn't empty. It was filled with wonders they had yet to discover. The moon continued, its voice echoing the wisdom of ages. "In the darkness, you learn to see with more than your eyes, you listen with more than your ears, and you feel with more than your hands. You feel the moonlight on your skin, hear the whispers of the wind, and see the sparkle of stars." The child looked back at the path they had come from, realizing how much they had missed by staying away from the darkness. They had missed the moon's gentle guidance, the whispers of the wind, the music of the crickets, and the twinkling of fireflies. As the moon's glow bathed the child in its silvery radiance, they understood that fear had been their only darkness. All around them was the moon's light, reflecting the child's own inner light, reminding them that they were never truly alone. The moon's gentle touch seemed to heal the child's heart, chasing away not only their fear of the dark, but also the loneliness that had lingered within them. The child took a deep breath, feeling a newfound courage bloom within. They realized that the darkness wasn't something to be feared, but a realm to be explored, a canvas for imagination, and a teacher of life's deeper truths. As dawn approached, painting the sky in hues of pink and gold, the child knew it was time to return. Saying a silent goodbye to the moon, they retraced their steps, carrying with them the moon's wisdom and the magic of the night. Stepping back into their familiar room, the child looked back at the window. The moon, now a faint sliver in the brightening sky, seemed to wink, its light lingering on the child's face. From that day on, the child's fear of the dark vanished. Instead, they found solace in the stillness of the night, knowing that they held the moon's wisdom in their heart, and that the darkness was only a canvas for the light, a reminder that they too had an inner light that could never be extinguished. Whenever the night seemed long or the shadows loomed, the child would close their eyes, remembering the moon's gentle path and whisper, "Thank you, moon, for showing me the light within." And the moon, listening patiently, would smile, knowing that its little friend was never truly lost, only found.